Welcome back. This time we're going to talk about AWS budgets for machine learning cost controls. Before we get started, hit the like button, subscribe, and share with anyone you know taking an AWS Machine Learning Associate exam. AWS Budgets is a financial management service for setting custom cost and usage budgets with alerts when spending approaches or exceeds defined thresholds. It maintains financial governance in AWS environments, particularly for cost-sensitive scalable workloads like AI or machine learning projects where compute and storage costs can spike unpredictably. AWS Budgets provides finer control than CloudWatch billing alarms, allowing filters by services like EC2, S3, or SageMaker. Linked accounts in organizations, regions, usage types, tags, instance types, and purchase options like reserved or on demand. So, how does this work for machine learning? So, machine learning workloads use expensive instance types like ML.P and ML.G. These incur in hidden, these in addition to other resources, incur charges like network charges, storage charges during a lot of training or inference events. And there's required ongoing data access impacting S3 and transfer charges. And this can accumulate high monthly costs through SageMaker managed services. So budgets enables early detection of cost overruns during hyperparameter tuning or training jobs and can alert when a savings plan or reserved instance are underutilized and have automatic resource throttling or shutdown, like stopping EC2 or RDS via IAM and budget actions. So what does this cost? So the first two budgets per account are free. Additional budgets cost, I believe, 2 cents daily per active budget. All right. So that's approximately 60 cents per month per extra budget. All right. So how do you create this? I'm not going to show you in my own console just because it'll, and you can see right here, there's some costs right here. All right. Cost and usage. All right. So I do have budgets set up. All right. But basically, you go to budgets in your billing console, you click create a budget, you choose the template, and then you start to set things on thresholds. Let's say $100, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000. And you can monitor certain resources like EC2s, S3s, etc. Or you could use usage types like gigabytes or hours. And you can have savings plan to track utilization and coverage of those plans. And then you can name it very descriptively, set it for periods, let's say monthly, let's say quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily, or annually, right? And then you can choose the amount type, like I said earlier, and configure filters selecting those services, EC2, S3, EBS. You can select the regions, US East 1, US West 1, etc. And then you can filter it for machine learning related resources or specific instance types like we spoke about with the ML.P and the ML.G. And they can isolate AI workloads from other infrastructure. From there, you can set alerts to send out, let's say once you hit a threshold of $1,000, right? You can send it out to send a notification at 80% of that, 90% of that, 95% of that. So that would be $800, $900, $950 respectively to any email address you'd like through an SNS topic or an automation for Slack or Chime or any chatbot you might have. And we spoke about with the triggers, you can have automated responses when thresholds are crossed. That means stopping EC2s or RDSs, attaching or detaching IAMs to users, groups, or roles, and service control policies being attached to restrict account or organization access. So once you do that, you can enable it and be able to have a much more controlled environment because machine learning has high costs. High costs. Okay. All right. So a little bit more about budgets. So usage budgets track specific metrics like gigabytes transferred or instance hours. You can monitor inter-availability zone data transfer costs as hidden charges or identify bursting compute usage beyond the free tier. Savings plan budgets can monitor utilization showing whether you're consuming committed amounts and coverage showing whether eligible services are covered by plans. You can filter by service or resource type. Reservation budgets track reserved instance utilization for EC2, RDS, Redshift, and Elasticache. From here, you can maximize the return on investment on prepaid compute and know what you're going to pay for as you go. So cross controls. So consider this. If you launch a SageMaker training job with an ML.P costing about $32 per hour without monitoring, a 12-hour overrun could cost $400 overnight. With AWS budgets, You could set a $300 monthly cap on SageMaker. Set an alert at 80%. So was that $240 for actual usage? If costs continue rising, you can have an automated stop of SageMaker notebooks or EC2 instances via IAM actions. So this is very useful for your environment. All right, for the exam, remember a couple of things. Questions about controlling SageMaker training costs, automating response or resource shutdown at spending thresholds, or monitoring machine learning infrastructure expenses. Budgets provides the financial management service setting custom spending limits, alerting when approaching thresholds, and automating cost control actions, preventing unexpected charges in production machine learning environments where compute-intensive workloads can rapidly escalate expenses. So thank you for joining. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with anyone you know taking the AWS Machine Learning Associate exam. Have a good day.